Solo, welcome aboard. Danny, what's happening? Danny Lee, welcome, welcome. I'm back. I'm feeling a little bit better. I was under the weather. That's why I missed Wednesday's live, but I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I got my little mist going. That's what you're seeing in the background. Hollering something else, y'all. Gene Trick, I think I better said it wrong, but welcome aboard, Janae. Welcome. Charles, Olivia, welcome. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Let me turn this off right quick because I know the YouTubers can't hear it. But I know TikTokers will be jamming though. They like, let me just turn that down. Right now. Yeah, I just turned it off for right now. How you guys been? Okay, all right, all right. See, one somebody from YouTube just logged in. Say hi, whoever that may be. Just wave, thumbs up. Steph, welcome aboard. Scorpio, welcome back. Selling with I can't read the last part of that, but welcome aboard, Scorpio Queen. Okay, we're gonna start in a little bit. I just wanted to get everything situated. While we wait for some other people to come on, I just want to say I apologize for missing Wednesday's briefing. I was feeling horrible. You know, it was a long day, and at the same time, I was doing my normal 9 to 5. And from all this pollen and all the medication I was taking, I was just like lightheaded, tired, and I just needed to shut it down for a little bit. So I tried to come on. Actually, I apologize. I missed Wednesday because I was scheduled out during the time that I normally go live, which is Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 10 a.m. So I said I was going to make up for it on Thursday, and that's when I fell ill. So I apologize about that. It was on Thursday. I said, well, I'm just going to jump on real quick, give everybody a status update, and let them know that I'll be available for Friday. But yeah, so Thursday, I was like, man, I was like barely functioning. I was moving slow. I was dragging, and anybody and everybody that know me know that I'm an energetic individual, and I like to talk for one, and I wasn't feeling it at all. I was snappy at people, but that's because my allergies. Once they kick up, and I have like one of those allergic reactions, my parents can tell you I've been like that ever since I was a kid. I get away from me, get out my face, leave me alone, shut up. That's how I was. I was horrible. Everything that I preached to you guys to tell you guys what how to be, I was the opposite yesterday. And for the people that I affected, I apologize. See, somebody logged on YouTube, won't even on 13 seconds and log back out. But TikTokers, I don't have to worry about that. You guys like to, stay for the long haul because I do have a special giveaway that I like to talk about at the end of every briefing. But that's fine. If you build it, they shall come. So that's what it's all about. Okay. Give it about another minute. Like I said, I got my little mist going right now. If you can see it, I'll show it real quick. I got my little mist running. That kind of helped calm the savage beast. Yeah. Innocent. Well. Mm. Okay, innocent. Welcome aboard, though. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Ain't we all? Yeah. Welcome aboard. Okay, YouTube, can you hear me? Do I need to bring the mic closer? Well, That's how YouTube do. They'll tune in after the briefing. That's how they normally do. Like I would do my briefing, like you guys on TikTok will, be with me throughout the briefing. And then I would get maybe one or two YouTubers, to come on board. And then as soon as I close out and it posts, I get 35, 45, 100 views. It is what it is. You know, I like to, have that interaction one-on-one, back and forth, talk about things before, we do the briefing and then we chop it up a little bit, but it's hard to get people to come over there versus what I got going on TikTok. Okay. Who else is on board? Who else came on board? Okay. I think I know who on the YouTube that came on board, but I'm not gonna mention her name. Mom. Yeah, my mama tuned in. So y'all better be nice and let her know that I do the right thing all the time, every time. I'm pretty sure that's who it is. But that's fine. But like I said, I get more people, to come watch after the fact versus, doing the actual live itself. Okay. So, like I said, that mist that you guys see floating over the screen, there's nothing wrong with your phone. There's nothing wrong with your monitors. It's mine. Because, like I said, I'm still trying to, open up the nasal passages and so I can breathe because I'm really breathing and talking out of my mouth at the same time because my nose is like, it's a train wreck. But anyway, so I'll give it about another 30 seconds or so. Then I just jump right on in with the briefing. And then after the briefing, we'll chop it up a little bit, talk about whatever we want to talk about, discuss some things, you know, wait for a couple more people to come in. Yeah, Jace Jones want the co-host. That's a negative. Make money with Melissa. Nope, not gonna happen. Chiquita. Nah. Scripture video. Welcome aboard. Okay, so while we waiting on other people to come back in, or the people that don't have the patience and leave, because we kind of like try to weed them out, get them in and get them out. This is a grown folks channel. All right, like I said before, if you're looking for sensationalism, looking for people jumping up and down, or watch me act ignorant, act the fool, I told you my mama be watching, so that ain't gonna happen. All right, plain and simple. So if you were looking for that, well, go on swipe, go on get up out of here. Cause this, like I said, this is almost lunchtime for everybody. Grown folks, we sit back, we go over whatever the topic is that we discuss. We chop it up, we relax. We normally would be listening to some jazz music, but I'm working on my software at the same time. It's kind of hard to try to do everything, multitask. When you're running a business and then you want to also promote your business as well. The first little glitch kind of set everything, throw everything off. So, I've just got to slow down, take my time, and make sure I get everything organized over the weekend. So hopefully I'll be able to play that jazz music for everybody and not just for the TikTokers, on Monday's briefing. So that's the game plan. But like I said, that's about long enough. We got all the scallywags out of here. That's the country slang. We got everybody that's not interested. Like I said, this is a grown folks channel. This is where the grown folks come and meet. This is our safe space. This is not for the foolishness. If you looking for somebody to be gyrating and cutting a fool and cussing and being ignorant, you're at the wrong spot. Okay, like I said, this is where the grown folks chill. We have a good time. We enjoy ourselves. All right, so that should be long enough where everybody got up out of here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start in with the briefing. Okay. Excuse me. All right, so cruise line updates. We're going to start with Royal Caribbean. Allure of the Seas enhancements. The Allure of the Seas is undergoing significant renovations, introducing new features such as the Pesky Parrot Tiki Bar, resort-style pools, and a 10-story dry slide, the ultimate abyss. All right, so Allure of the Seas, that is an Oasis-class ship, okay? I actually have reservations for the cruise in November for Allure. But I've been on the actual Oasis of the Seas, which is where the namesake from the Oasis class ship. I've actually been on Oasis of the Seas. I've been on that abyss slide, ladies and gentlemen. It's fun. Actually, you'll see the video soon. It was my first time. I had my little harness on with the camera, trying to document going down the slide. But what I forgot to do, like when you see me walking with the harness, it was chest level, getting everything as I'm moving throughout the ship. So what happened was I forgot to adjust for the angle. So what I did was when you get in the slide, you have to lean back. So as I leaned back, obviously the camera went up. So as I'm going down the slide, it's catching everything at the ceiling level. All right. Okay. I made a mistake. All right. Bad. Okay. It happens. So that's what happened basically. But it's still great footage of me going down the abyss slide. When we get on the lure, I may go down the slide again. And this time I make sure that I would turn it down. So when I lean back, it'll get the shot of me actually going down the slide the correct way. So I'll make that adjustment when we get there. Janae, welcome aboard. Galaxy. On Oasis of the Seas, I'm pretty sure that it's like a sister ship, basically. So I'm pretty sure the pools are going to be decked out the exact same way that it was on Oasis, as well as the pesky parrot is something new. I didn't see that on Oasis of the Seas. I'm not sure if they even have it on Oasis, but the pesky parrot it's like a if you've ever been down to Miami, they have a lot of tiki bars in Miami or in Florida in general. And it's going to be based off of that particular type of setup. But I'm pretty sure if you go to their see what the pesky parrot's going to look like. All right, so I beat that up enough. Okay, so they also had a leadership appointment. Alistair Delancey has been appointed Director of Operations for the Royal Caribbean Beach Club, Paradise Island. Royal Caribbean first exclusive destination. So she's in charge of the beach club there. Etiquette concerns. We discussed this a little bit. Let me move that over. So we discussed this a little bit. Etiquette concerns. Recent reports highlight issues with passengers reserving pool deck chairs for extended periods without use, leading to discussions about onboard etiquette and enforcement of reservation policies. All right, so basically what happens is a lot of people are inconsiderate. It's just simple as that. They would like jump up early in the morning before anybody comes out to the pool, grab the pristine, the ideal spot by the pool, sit their towel on it or their belongings on it, and then go throughout the ship, and do whatever they're doing. Thank you for that. And that's kind of an inconvenience on everyone else because now you're reserving those chairs for yourself and you're not even utilizing them. You probably see that at the beach all the time. You probably see that wherever, you go to vacation and people are very inconsiderate like that. Well, Royal Caribbean has put a stop to it. Okay. So if you're going more than I think it's like 5 minutes or so, they will go ahead and confiscate your towels and your belongings so someone else can go ahead and enjoy that spot. Okay. So use it or lose it, basically. So those days are over with. So you can go ahead and pencil that in. You heard it here. Ready for all travel. Okay. Excuse me, guys. I know. It's what I'm about to do. It's gonna be disgusting, but I apologize. Okay, it's on me. Okay, this is the only time you're gonna see something that I normally don't do. Okay, so excuse me. Okay, it's my nose. I know, guys. It's horrible. It's horrible down here in the South with all this pollen. We would get rain, and 30 minutes later, that pollen right back with a vengeance, with an attitude like, you thought I was done? No, in case you forgot. Okay, so with that being said, let's move on. Carnival Cruise Line, fleet modernization. Carnival has announced an innovative itinerary involving enhancements across its fleet, including decor, modernization, and new dining beverages and entertainment experiences. So basically what they're saying is they get ready to update everything. They get ready to pull up the old carpet, put down some fresh carpet. It's going to be a complete renovation. including with the new ships that they have going coming into the fleet as well. So looking forward to that. Actually, I haven't been back on Carnival since the first cruise. Had a great time, but I'll explain that to you in further detail when I get to the end. Okay. Angel, welcome aboard. Dry dock investment. By the end of 2025, Carnival will have conducted a 42 dry dock investment of $1.8 billion to upgrade its ships, as well as the piers as well. So that we were just talking about that. They're going to upgrade everything. They're the fun ship for a reason. So with the upgrades, they probably going to continue on with that namesake, that title. Okay, they also had a leadership change as well. Jeanette Weigert, a 37-year veteran of Carnival, a 37-year veteran of Carnival Cruise Line, has been named Senior Vice President of Sales and Trade Marketing, succeeding Adolfo Perez upon his retirement. Port expansion. Carnival Corp Mahogany Bay is undergoing an expansive project which includes rebranding initiatives to enhance the guest experience. Cruise industry. Okay, so basically, like reiterating everything, they're doing it across the board. All the port visits, they revitalizing, rejuvenating the ships as well as wherever you're going, the piers and the ports themselves as well. Excuse me, guys. I know it's horrible. It's horrible. I'm suffering, but I'm doing it for you guys. I'm doing it for you guys. Try. I'm doing the best I can. Bear with me, guys. Come on now. Come on, we can do it together. John, welcome aboard. Anybody else that I missed it because it was strolling pretty fast there for a second? I apologize about that. Brown Sugar, welcome aboard. Brown Sugar, wasn't that a song? It was somebody, a singer, some Brown Sugar. I forgot who it was. Somebody tell me who that was, who sang that song. Mia, welcome aboard. So moving on, Disney Cruise Line. They have new itineraries. Disney Cruise Line has unveiled early 2025 itineraries featuring destinations in the Caribbean, the Bahamas, and Mexico. They're updating, guys. Everybody trying to keep up with one another. Boat, welcome aboard. User, welcome aboard. Onboard reservation system. Disney is testing a new in-app reservation system on board the Disney Wish to streamline activities like booking and dining plans. Yeah, we talked about that a while back. I think that's going to be a great addition because now, everything is so high tech that, most of the scheduling definitely is done off of the app on your phone. So Disney is keeping up with them as well. So they're upgrading and everything's going to go to the phone system. So do you need the Wi-Fi on board the ship? For the onboard apps, no. But for anything else that you want to do, like trying to communicate with family members, which I don't know why, if they didn't come with you, you see them when you get back, but that's just how I feel about it. You wouldn't really need the Wi-Fi. A lot of people sail without the Wi-Fi because that's their vacation time. They don't want to hear from their boss. They don't want to check up on their reports. They are on vacation. That's the reason why it's called vacation. Okay, so a lot of people tend to elect not to get the Wi-Fi. Me personally, I'd like to go live and share my content and views and live experiences while out at sea as well. So I need the Wi-Fi, and then upload is a little bit faster with the Wi-Fi, obviously. But some people choose not to have it, and I can understand why. But that's basically how everything's going. But now, mind you, keep in mind, if you're doing anything on the ship, like scheduling an appointment at the salon or scheduling a show or something like that, or your reservations for dinner, you have that access to maneuver on your app while on the ship for those types of activities. But to send stuff out in the universe, you can't do it unless you get the Wi-Fi package. And depending on because they offer sales and specials on Wi-Fi also. So depending on the time that you selected and purchase it, you can get a significant discount. I got a behind the curtain on that also. Okay, that's a one-on-one. I'll take you behind the curtain on how to get around that. It's not really too expensive, but it can become expensive. I.e., if you have let's say you have you, mom, pop, Johnny, Susan, and Karen. All right. If you have that many people and they all have their own individual Wi-Fi, it can add up pretty fast. But if you get, one Wi-Fi or maybe two Wi-Fi, and then everybody share that Wi-Fi, you can save money that way. Okay, so there's my free behind the curtain for you guys right there. Okay, you don't have to get Wi-Fi for every individual. You can get one, like if it's just you and another person, you guys don't need separate Wi-Fi. You just need one Wi-Fi. Reason why I say that is because you could get on the Wi-Fi, you use it for a little bit, and then log off, and then let them log on, and then they can use the Wi-Fi for a little bit. Okay, so it's all about that convenience, as well. All right, so there's your behind the curtain. I told you I'm gonna give you one. You got one. All right. Once again, I apologize. I know. Horrible. Richard is. Oh God, what is wrong with him? It's the pollen. I can't help Mother Nature. She's doing her thing. It's springtime. Excuse me. I know. My mama ashamed. She embarrassed right now. She probably said, why is he doing that live and everybody seeing him? I know. I've been knowing her for a long time. Yeah, I know how she think. And she know how I think. I love her though. That's my mama. Y'all better stop talking. You better watch your mouth. All right. Okay, so let's move on. Theme selling in 2026. Disney will introduce new theme sellings, including Marvel Day at Sea, Voyages departing from Galveston, Texas. Okay, so it's Disney, obviously. Okay, so when you're on Disney ships, they're a theme oriented. Okay, so you're going to see Mickey Mouse, and Minnie Mouse, and all of the characters. Okay, but just like any other ship, like let's use Royal Caribbean for an example. They have Elegant Night where everybody dressed in their finest. Even Carnival, a majority of all the cruise ships have theme nights. Okay, Elegant Night. They have White Night. They have 70s, 80s, 90s disco. And that's everybody. You go back to my previous videos, you'll see us in our 70s costumes. You'll see us in White Night, Elegant Night, Dress to Impress Night. So we partake in that a lot of the times as well. And we have a great time doing it. People like, it's not really like a contest, but people, they give you high fives, it make you feel good, put on your best dress as well. And before I finish up with the Disney portion of it, if you want to wear expensive jewelry, which that's your call. Costume jewelry looks the same, but they also have a safe inside your stateroom where you can lock up all your valuables. Okay. Now, getting back to the Disney portion of it, Disney will have their theme nights, which will emulate Marvel Studios. So I guess Iron Man and the Hulk. So you can dress up like those particular characters as well. So that's what their theme night probably will be about. I've never been on Disney. I'm looking forward to going on Disney, and I would definitely, make video content while on Disney to give you guys what that's all about also. All right. I am. Welcome aboard. Who else? Man child, I guess that's a mathematician. Welcome aboard. 2 + 2. Regina, welcome aboard. All right, so let's keep moving on. Let's keep chugging away, chipping away at it. MSC Royal America. MSC Royal America has been launched from Miami, featuring 22 decks, 19 restaurants, and access to a private island, Ocean Cay. I heard that was, that's going to be a fun, exciting time. That's the that's what's going on behind the scenes. People telling like they're looking forward to this MSC because MSC is really like, okay, so your big three, all right. You got Royal Caribbean, you got Carnival, okay, you got Princess, Norwegian Cruise Line. That's another big one as well. But MSC was kind of like at the bottom of those tiers, but they have been making so many innovative moves, and lately they've been moving up the charts basically. So better think about it. And their prices are very compatible as well. So keep an eye on MSC. That's another one that we plan on getting on one day. All right, so let's move on. All right, so let's move over to the market, stock market, okay? U.S. market focus. MSC Cruise is strengthening its presence in North America. Now is number one market for passenger sourcing with plans to expand offering tailored to U.S. customers. Okay. Dry dock schedule. MSC has canceled a Bahama cruise schedule for April 26th due to routine dry dock maintenance. Okay, so they're putting some of their ships up for maintenance. Okay. Princess Cruise dry dock update. 3 Princess cruise ships, the Emerald and Grand Princess, Emerald, Grand Princess, and Regional are set to undergo dry dock in April for technical services and general upkeep. Okay. Maintenance, guys. It's all maintenance. That's basically what they're saying. Majestic Princess enhancements. The Majestic Princess has emerged from dry dock with new and revamped space, including dining, shopping, entertainment venues, and cruise. Okay. That's enough on that. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave that alone. All right, so we're gonna move over to the safety portion. I apologize. That wasn't the I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I can't help it this time. I know all the new people, I don't do this all the time. It's just the pollen, it's the allergies, okay? It's not like this all the time. My Ready4AllTravel, they know, you know. Okay, so safety incidents. We're gonna talk about safety. Okay, Royal Caribbean illness outbreak. A gastrointestinal illness outbreak occurred on board Royal Caribbean's Radiance of the Sea, affecting 89 passengers and 2 crew members. Symptoms included vomiting and diarrhea. The ship implemented enhanced cleaning and disinfecting procedures, isolating the affected individuals and collected samples for testing. The U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention is investigating the outbreak, with the norovirus being a possible cause. All right, so this is nothing new, okay? It happens. One of the things that I always talk about, and I'm going to continue to talk about, like when I was in the military, I was a safety petty officer. Okay, I was in charge of all the safety materials, safety updates, safety. Whenever we would go somewhere, I was in charge of one of the other duties that I had. But I was also in charge of making sure that whatever issue that they have when we're pulling in, that I would be able to alert the crew and let everybody know prior to leaving the ship to be aware of whatever it is. So that's basically what happens. So when you're on these cruise ships, unfortunately, let's use Royal for an example. Royal is called Royal Caribbean International. All right. And that word international means something. That means everybody from around the world gets on board that ship. Now, unfortunately, people tend to bring their sanitation habits with them. Okay. That's a nice way of saying it. Some people, and like I said, I would never sugarcoat, I'd never beat behind it. Some people just nasty. Okay. It's just who they are by nature. Nothing, that's their culture, that's their thing. Okay. That's, some people are clean freaks as well. So what I say is that always bring sanitizer with you. You don't have to bring no big 5-gallon jug in a backpack, obviously. You get you just a little bitty bottle that you can stick in your purse or in your pocket. And prior to, wash your hands thoroughly at all times. Everywhere you do, because people touching stuff all the time, okay? Wash your hands, washy, okay? And then take that sanitizer, squirt, real quick, whenever we go inside our stateroom, even though it's been thoroughly clean, we do our own general cleaning as well, including the bathrooms, because hey, we have to utilize that. So for the next 6 or 7 days or 4 days or 5 days, that's your space. That's your spot. That is where you're going to be, relaxing at and chilling out and, sitting, relieving yourself and the whole 9 yards. So we go ahead and do a quick disinfect, because we bring that with us as well. Sanitized wipes, wet ones, the I just said it. The hand sanitizer. We bring all of that with us. Okay, so that's what we do. We wipe down the whole entire stateroom. Go in there, clean the bathroom up real fast, wipe it down, spray it down. You got your little small Lysol spray. Let it sit for a little bit, kill anything extra. Wipe everything down. Good to go. Same thing. So when you're going out, when you get on the little elevator, you're going up and going down, people are touching, putting their hands on the rails or whatever. You obviously put your hand on the rail. But when you get off, work. Keep on having fun. All right. So with that being said, safety is paramount. Always stay on top of it. But, unfortunately, some people the outbreaks occur. All right. So Viking Cruise Line. The Viking Polaris neurovirus, over 30 people on board the Viking Polaris fell ill with suspected neurovirus, making the 13th gastrointestinal illness outbreak on board the cruise ship reported in 2025. So there's been 13 outbreaks throughout the entire fleet of ships, not just Viking or not just Royal, not just Carnival. Across all of the ships, there have only been 13 outbreaks, okay? So if you think about it, as far as numbers go, there are well over a couple of hundred cruise line ships out at sea. It's only 13 outbreaks, okay? So don't get alarmed like, oh, no, it's not like that, okay? Just 13. Yeah. If you don't practice proper hygiene, we all went through COVID, so we all know how to, disinfect ourselves and stay safe. So we all know that, okay? All right. So now we're going to move over to the cruise line stocks. As of April 2025, which obviously 24 because the stocks are moving today. Y'all know how the stock market works, okay? Carnival Cruise Line had closed at 18.7. Plus 1.19%. Royal Caribbean, I know, guys. They actually, Royal Caribbean is 211.31, up 1.83%. So they closed at 200 for one share. Basically, if you don't know how stocks work, we're talking about per share. So Carnival Cruise Line shares is $18.70. So if you want to buy one share of a Carnival, it's going to cost you $18.70. Okay, and that's up 1.19%. Same thing for Royal Caribbean. If you want to buy one share, it's $211.31. Okay, and that's up 1.83%. Norwegian Cruise Line is 17.15, up 0.85%. Disney is 90.1, up 3%. And that's all the information I have on that right now. So the only thing that I'm going to say about that, because I didn't say go out and buy no stocks, okay? I'm just giving you the report. That's it, okay? Don't say what Richard said. No, Richard didn't say that. Richard just told you what the stock market prices were at a particular time, okay? Rule of thumb. Everybody should know this. If you don't know this, I'm going to let you know. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. So basically, when you see the stock market dip, that's when it's time to buy. When it's starting to go up, that's a guesstimation, because the higher it goes up, the more money that you're going to make. But you got to find out or guesstimate when it's going to plateau. When it's going to plateau and start to trend down, that's when you want to sell. And then that's how much money you just made, if that makes sense. Okay, that's just a quick way of, my little quick topic on that. Okay. All right, so let's move on. All right, so that basically was the end of everything as far as the briefing goes. And all the new people, I talk about my giveaway. All right. So, how it works is if you go over to Ready for All Travel YouTube page, I know TikTok, but that's the only way I can keep track of everybody. Okay. I've had a lot of people that actually are taking part of this giveaway. All right. So, when you go on Ready for All Travel YouTube giveaway, go to Ready for All Travel YouTube page, like, subscribe, and leave a quick comment of your ideal vacation destination. Okay. You are entered for the drawing. Now, the way it works is the more people that you get to join, all they have to do is do the exact same thing, but also leave your name as the reference. That way you get an additional point. Okay. So the way I got to break it down because some people came after the video and said, well, how does that work? Okay. I'm Richard. All right. I go to Ready for All Travel. I click on my ideal destination, Jamaica. Okay. Now I share that video with someone else. Let's say Billy. Okay. Billy said, oh, that's cool. So Billy logs in, joins, and says, Richard sent me here. I just got 2 points. Okay. And the more people that you get, the more points you accumulate. Okay. Now, with that being said, if you come in fourth place, you're guaranteed $25 on board credit. Now, how that works is it's $25 on board credit. You can't cash it in and get $25. It's not going to happen. But you can use that $25 for purchasing an excursion when you book with Ready for All Travel. You can use that for dining. You can use it for, if you got kids, they could go to the arcade, play arcade games with that $25. You can use it for excursions, specialty dining, and things of that. Or you can go down to the promenade and go shopping. You could buy stuff because it's a cashless system. Okay, so everything that you do, you will just swipe your key card and you will pay for it that way. So it's a cashless system. But that onboard credit must be used on board the ship or at its island destination. Okay, so you could take that, use that onboard credit, and purchase you a drink at Coco K. All right. So if you come in fourth place, you're going to win $25. All right. You come in third place, you'll win $50. Come in second place, that's how much? That's right, $75. All right. And the grand prize winner will receive, drum roll, please, $100. Okay, bam, just like that. Now, when you purchase your cruise, we're Ready for All, because I'm your travel agent. You would get that $100 if you win the grand prize. You get that $100 onboard credit. Okay. Now, with that being said, the deadline, and I'm going to explain why the deadline will be probably by the end of summer, because in November we're going on our cruise as well. I want to make sure everybody's taken care of before I go on my cruise. All right. So with that being said, let me explain to you the significance of that onboard credit. Now, if you remember back earlier when I was talking, I said that my very first cruise that I went on was Carnival. Okay. Had a great time, loved it. It was fun. But I figured, I said, well, it's time for me to get on another ship, just see what it's all about. So we got on Royal Caribbean. Now, my travel agent gave us a $50 onboard credit. I think, yeah, it was $50, $50 onboard credit. Now, with that $50 onboard credit, we went down to the casino. Well, no, because I got in trouble for saying that word. Scratch that. We started playing adult games. Okay. So when we were playing adult games, the more that you play, and we use that $50 on board credit, the more that you play, they have a tier system. So the more that you play, the more points that you earn. Okay. Now, so you can win by playing, and you're also winning by gaining points. All right. So what happened was I double checked, and the longer that you play, the more points that you earn, which also gives you the ability to win free dining, a free show, a free cruise. won a free cruise. All right. So the current videos that you're watching was courtesy of playing those adult games and winning a free cruise, which happened to be Oasis of the Seas. So all the videos that you're currently watching are from Oasis of the Seas. Now, mind you, we didn't play that long where we was able to increase the value of the free cruise. So we had an inboard stateroom at the time, which is a nice stateroom. Don't get it twisted. Budgeted is nice, because my whole philosophy behind that also is that you're there just to store your stuff, because you're out running the ship and having a great time on the ship and hitting all these exotic places. That's where you lay your head down at. Okay, so you can stay on budget that way as well. I decided that we went ahead and decided to go ahead and upgrade. Okay, so the upgrade costs $150 each. Okay, so that was $300 investment for two people. All right. Now, the wonderful thing about that is that that particular stateroom that we upgraded to, which is a balcony stateroom, normally runs between $1,500 to $2,500. Okay, depending on the ship, on the cruise, and depending on the company, the ship that you're on. Royal, Carnival, whatever. Okay, so I'm talking Royal right now. So we ended up upgrading to that price stateroom for $300. Where you gonna beat that at? And that's off the initial $50 onboard credit, because that's all we use to play with. Okay. Take it for what it's worth. And if you heard me earlier, if you stuck around and heard me earlier, I said that in November, we're going on Allure of the Seas. Now, that's a lot of cruising, right? Yes, it is. But guess why? Because guess what? Won another free cruise by the same system. Okay, $50 onboard credit. So it's easy. Not easy. It's it's a lot going to it, but at the same time, there's also other ways that you can win free cruises as well. All right. So keep that in mind, guys. So if you can either go to the giveaway, like, share, subscribe, leave your dream destination, and get entered in the drawing that way. But let's just say, I know you guys, most of you guys aren't like this. Some of you guys are. Okay, I keep it real with you. Some of you guys are. You don't care. You don't care. You're selfish. You're selfish. Okay, you don't want to like, share, subscribe, and let everybody know what's going on in this adult-only channel. No, you want to keep it to yourself, or you just swiping away because you really don't care. Okay, but if that type of individual, then by all means. If you just want to book with me and enjoy your relaxation and have a great time, booking with me will guarantee you a $15 onboard credit. Okay? I'm going to give it to you so you can have fun and enjoy, and hopefully you might be able to start winning you some free cruises, and I can help you set those up for you as well. All right? So with that being said, that's basically the grand prize giveaway, how the system works. Like, share, subscribe, or just book with me and get $15. All right. So that's all the information that I have to put out right now. It's Friday. We have we don't have anything going on in my city this weekend. It's supposed to be nice and clear. I don't know what's going on. If you guys want to share what's going on in your city as well, that's cool. Okay, I know, I've seen a lot of fluctuation going on the YouTube side, which is great. I appreciate it. People are tuning in and then they're leaving, but they're coming back. So I appreciate that. That's what's up. I see a lot of thumbs up on the YouTube side. I see a lot of people. I've missed out on a lot of people on the TikTok. There's been a lot of scrolling going on. So, that's good. Valuable information. Once again, guys, we go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys something. We go live Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at 10 a.m. on Ready4AllTravel. Ready.for.alltravel. That's the TikTok page, and then Ready4AllTravel on the YouTube page. I also have a Ready4All service page on TikTok. Okay, I have one on YouTube, but I don't even deal with that one right now. But on TikTok, we go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Okay, so tonight at 7 p.m., if you go to Ready4All service, like and subscribe. It has nothing to do with travel. That's where we cut up at. That's where we have fun at. That's where we laugh, we joke, we clown a little bit. We have fun. It's Ready for All service on TikTok. We go there at 7 p.m. We listen to jazz. We talk about what happened throughout the day. And it's fun. They have a lot of fun on that one. And like I said, we laugh, we cut up, and yeah, it's you got to tune in to appreciate it. It's real fun. It's Ready for All services on TikTok. Go over there, like and subscribe. Tune in tonight at 7 o'clock, and you'll see what we talk about. Everybody got their beverage of choice. We sitting back. Everybody eat. We were like, oh yeah, did y'all hear about this? Did you hear? Everybody know what two things we don't talk about. Even here, we don't talk about religion and we don't talk about politics. Everybody has their own opinions and everybody's entitled to their opinions. Okay, we don't disparage or talk down amongst each other. We have fun, we laugh, we chalk it up. We might even crack a couple jokes here and there. Like the big thing was going on with Shannon Sharp. I'm going to talk about that tonight. We're going to laugh about it. We're going to have fun about it. Hard heads, but hey, it is what it is. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's about it for the briefing. I know it's about lunchtime wherever you're at. Around the world, it's either lunchtime or time to get off work, or you just waking up. Like, what is this guy talking about? That's why when I talk to people, I always say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. You never know where you're at around the world. Okay. But with that being said, and as always, may your path be clear, your sails steady, and your adventures extraordinary. From all of us at Ready for All Travel, I know my nose, I sound weird and everything, but it is what it is. All of us at Ready for All Travels, cheers. No, it's not. It's not an adult beverage at all. It's just a lemonade. I told you my nose is running, okay? But be safe, stay strong, be smart. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Peace. All right, get out of here. Go on back to work. Go on. Now, some of y'all should be still at work, but go on now. Get out of here. Go. See you at 7. See you at 7. Have a good time. Let's get out of here.